welcome back. We have a lot of intricate combos to cover today for the most unique and iconic first company of all Space Marines. The WARHOUND giveaway is ongoing and getting drawn at 2k subs. Check it out after this video if you fancy winning it. There is still time to get in on the Patreon only giveaway of a winner's choice combat patrol, currently with a 1 in 11 chance of winning. Starting off with the key strats, the standard Dark Angel defensive ones always go without saying. We are, however, focusing on the offensive capabilities of these units. As glorious Knights of Caliban, we aim to make a name for ourselves, not hide like some Eldari Ranger. Fire Discipline, granting heavy, assault and ignore cover, will allow some fun tactical options. Unforgiving Fury, as always, is amazing to provide the lethal hits ability at a key moment, and for units Spectre shooting, Grim Retribution to fire back is to be considered. The main two enhancements are Stubborn Tenacity to try and grant a unit +1 to hit, gaining +1 to wound if battle shocked. There is a way to get this for free later in the video, and the Pennant of Remembrance, as what's better than Terminators? Terminators who feel no pain, increasing to stupid levels when battle shocked. The Grand Master of the most iconic wing is a bit of a letdown rules wise. I imagine it's because he's very old model and has decided he's going to act his age until GW decide to update him and let him cross into the ranks of the Primaris. His sword is okay. I feel it's very take it or leave it, as the standard captain's weapons have better options. The Grand Master of the Deathwing is okay, although there are better options. I have found a few combos where this could be used to devastating but limited effect. Strikes of Retribution is nice but quite niche and could lead to some very clutch and epic moments, but overall will maybe come into effect once again. This here is the true Grandmaster of the entire book, the humble captain in Terminator armour. Not only do we see Rites of Battle return, which allows a unit a free strat a turn, even if it's already been used, he can hit like a truck with a Thunderhammer and be very survivable with a Relic Shield. Consider the Heavenfall Blade here to grant a bonus attacks, strength and damage, increasing if battle shocked. The standard Terminator Ancient is a favourite of mine to put into the Deathwing. You cannot go wrong with increased objective control. Keep the banner high as a free built-in Stubborn Tenacity, which is epic, but does also mean any other chapter can get access to a Dark Angel enhancement for free. It goes without saying that the Ancient is 120% taking the Pennant of Remembrance to confer that sweet Feel No Pain 6+ to a unit, increasing to a ridiculous 4+ when battle shocked. Last but not least is the Strike Master. Much like the Ancient, this model can still join a unit that a captain has joined, so his benefits can begin to double stack. Tactical Precision is the reason you attach this beast to a unit, granting lethal hits to all weapons. There is not a unit this is not good in. The Strike Master does get a bonus to wound against a weakened opponent, which is a nice to have but not a need to have, whilst also providing your unit more combat punch. I'd recommend either the Mace of Absolution or the Thunderhammer. You could take Stubborn Tenacity on this guy if you have the points spare, but there are better options. I'd avoid the Heavenfall Blade personally and leave it to give to a captain or another model with higher base attacks. This is what I call the immovable object that has an attitude problem. Immediately, by Belial joining the unit, everyone gains precision. The Strike Master then joining gives everyone lethal hits, meaning every 6 to hit automatically wounds, and lets you place it on enemy characters, which could be vital if you're fighting another large brick of super tough enemies who are also supported by leaders. Whatever your squad and Belial fail to finish, your champion can, as the Halberd of Caliban is no joke with high AP and damage too with precision. In this combo, I'd personally look to give as many people Thunderhammers and Storm Shields as possible to grant that extra wound, whilst also giving you precision lethal hit Thunderhammers that you can drop on your opponent's leaders' heads, and that's going to pretty consistently wipe them out. Combine this with the Apothecary bringing your ultra tough Terminators back every turn, and the ability to heroically intervene for free, this can be a nasty brick capable of removing any buffs your opponent's units bring via leaders, and I'd aim to use the defensive strats on this unit to make it even more of a nightmare, and consider taking the full squad size and look to hold the centre of the board with that sweet objective control value of 2. The Deathwing Terminators in this example I'd equip with as many upgrade special guns of your choice as possible whilst keeping your power fists. I'd attach the Ancient to this unit to up its objective control value to 2, and it's also worth noting that even when battle shocked you will retain an objective control value of 2 due to Dark Angels always being 1 and the banner adding 1. I might be wrong on this, please correct me below if I am, I don't want to spread misinformation. Keep the banner high is a free stubborn tenacity allowing a bonus to hit and wound in the right circumstances. After this we add the new and shiny and soon to be in our hands Terminator Captain. Imperium Sword allowing rerolls to charge can come in vital, whilst Rites of Battle is amazing, letting you use the same strat twice whilst allowing a free strat to be used on your unit every turn. This is majorly important this edition where CP is harder to come by. And now this is where the fun begins. By using Unforgiving Fury, the entire unit with a 35-ish plus shots along with the plasma or assault cannon rounds will now be automatically wounding on 6s. If you need the extra punch or tactical flexibility, look at using Fire Discipline to tailor to the situation. Grim Retribution is also worth considering. The Deathwing ability will help as it lets you ignore any and all modifiers of your choice, meaning you still benefit from the positive ones. This unit is no joke in combat either, kicking out a megaton of attacks, whilst the Captain with a Heavenfall Blade can kick out almost 7 Thunderhammer attacks in the correct situation. I'd also look to take the Pendant of Remembrance on this unit to confer the Feel No Pain since you are attaching the Ancient anyway. To close out, I'd like to mention we are going to more than likely see bricks of 10 Terminators with support returning heavily this edition and a resurgence of Death Stars. My personal take would be the command squad with a Captain and Strike Master attached, with as many guns as possible to look to control the centre of the board. Obviously attaching the Ancient with the Pendant of Remembrance would also be the go-to here for the extra Feel No Pain. It is worth noting that Deathwing Terminators, for the same points as normal Terminators, actually have the same ability, but they lose the Teleport Homer, which costs them access to that rapid ingress strat within 3 inches. I guess the trade-off is that they have access to more weaponry and the unit can have a mix of assault and shooty Terminators, whereas standard Terminators can't. Personally, when running Terminators, I'd look at either gearing them all with Storm Shields or all with shooting, as you want to make sure the leaders you allocate remain efficient and synergise well with the unit that they are leading. This being said, even the shooty build is terrifying in combat. In a serious list, I'd avoid Belial, but if you want him for thematic reasons, he is best off with a unit of Deathwing Knights to allow them to drop plenty of damage-free hammer swings onto enemy leaders' heads. Thank you for watching everyone. If you made it this far, please add a comment and like this video, it really does go a long way. And just a final reminder about our giveaways, both public and on Patreon. See you all on the next one.